Communism versus Socialism, Ideals versus Reality, Welcome to Versus Vault. In this video, we'll explore one of the most fascinating and misunderstood topics in history, communism versus socialism. What do these systems mean? How are they different? And how have they been implemented in real life? By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of these ideologies and their impact on countries like Russia and China. Let's dive in. 1. What are communism and socialism? Communism is a system where all property and resources are collectively owned. The goal is to create a classless, stateless society. In communism, wealth is distributed based on need, and private property is completely abolished. Socialism, on the other hand, focuses on public or collective ownership of major industries. It seeks to reduce inequality while allowing some private property and market activity. Key difference: communism eliminates private property entirely, while socialism allows a mix of public and private ownership. Interesting fact: Karl Marx viewed socialism as a stepping stone to communism, but today most socialist systems are independent of Marxist ideals. 2. The origins of these ideologies. Both communism and socialism emerged in the 19th century as critiques of capitalism. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels wrote the Communist Manifesto in 1848, which laid the foundation for communism. Socialism has broader roots, with earlier cooperative and utopian movements influencing its development. 3. Communist and socialist countries today. Communist countries. Today, 5 nations officially identify as communist. These are 1. China, 2. Cuba, 3. Vietnam, 4. Laos, 5. North Korea. Socialist-inspired countries. Many countries adopt socialist principles within mixed economies. Examples include Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, which have strong welfare systems, universal health care, and free education. India, which is constitutionally a socialist state but operates a mixed economy. Interesting fact: despite being labeled communist, countries like China and Vietnam have thriving private sectors, blending elements of socialism and capitalism. 4. How communism and socialism work in real life. Communism in practice. In the Soviet Union, private property was abolished and the government controlled all industries. However, this system led to inefficiency, corruption, and economic stagnation. North Korea is another example of a communist state. It has extreme government control, but suffers from widespread poverty and oppression. Socialism in practice. Countries like Norway and Sweden show how socialism can coexist with capitalism. These nations provide free healthcare and education while maintaining a vibrant private sector. 5. What happened in Russia? From communism to capitalism. During the Soviet era, Russia was a communist state. Private property was banned, and the government controlled the economy. However, after the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, Russia transitioned to capitalism. Today, private property and businesses are allowed. The government still controls certain industries, like energy and defense. Interesting fact: although Russia is no longer communist, many people still associate it with its Soviet past, causing confusion. 6. China. A unique hybrid model. China became a communist state in 1949 under Mao Zedong, who abolished private property and businesses. In 1978, China shifted to a market-based system under Deng Xiaoping. Today, China's economy is a hybrid of socialism and capitalism. Private businesses dominate sectors like technology and manufacturing. The government controls key industries like energy and banking. Interesting fact: despite its capitalist tendencies, China still calls itself a communist state, and the Communist Party remains in full political control. 7. Key strengths and criticisms. Strengths of communism. It aims to eliminate class distinctions. It prioritizes collective welfare over individual profit. Criticisms of communism. It often leads to authoritarian rule. Centralized planning causes inefficiency and corruption. Strengths of socialism. It reduces income inequality. It ensures universal access to healthcare and education. Criticisms of socialism. Overregulation can slow innovation. Balancing public and private sectors is politically challenging. 8. Misconceptions and modern realities. Misconception. 1. Communism and socialism are the same. The truth is, socialism allows private property and markets, while communism abolishes them entirely. Misconception. 2. Socialist programs mean a country is socialist. For example, the United States has programs like Medicare and Social Security, but it is still a capitalist country. Interesting fact, even countries like Canada, with universal healthcare, are capitalist, but adopt socialist-inspired policies for equity. Wrapping it up. So, what's the takeaway? Communism and socialism share roots but differ significantly in theory and practice. From the Soviet Union to modern China, these systems have evolved in fascinating ways. What do you think about these ideologies? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more thought-provoking content from Versus Vault. See you next time.